What's going on, guys? Adrian, captain of Jersey Boy Charters. You know, I got my boat behind me. We just got it wrapped up. I got a bunch of fantastic companies that really make this all possible and make it that much more fun. And I haven't done this yet. You know, I got this boat a couple years ago. We fished a couple big tournaments out of it. We've had a lot of success. And I never really got to show you guys exactly how the boat is laid out. So follow me. I'm gonna get ahead. I'm gonna dive into it. Right now, we are actually in Ocean City, New Jersey. You know, we run our charter company. We have two different boats. We have one right here out of Ocean City, and we also have one in Cape May. For anybody that's familiar with Cape May, New Jersey, we have a 45 Provincial. This boat right here, man, it's been awesome. You know, a dream of mine was to have a triple engine center console. Whenever I was a little kid, you know, out there in a kayak, I had a 15-foot Boston Whaler. That's how it all started. And I used to be running around the creeks crabbing, doing some blue fishing on some jetties. And I saw my first ever triple engine center console. I think I was probably like 12. And I was like, man, I want one of them one day. And here we are, we got one. We got us one, boys. But you know, I'm gonna start off the front, you know, instead of going to the back, which is probably one of my favorite parts of the boat, which is the 300 Suzukis. I'm gonna start to the front. You know, originally I got a windlass on it. This here is the 34 Sea Lion TE. I got a windlass on it because, man, you know, we do some chunking, we do some anchoring up in our Delaware Bay. But recently we put this Rodan on. Honestly, I don't even have batteries in on it yet, so I haven't even got to use it, but I'm super stoked to actually use this. Another cool thing to this boat, I installed pitch wells. You know, one of the things that we do a lot here in the Northeast is we do a lot of live bait fishing. That's go-to. One of my favorite things to do is catch tuna on live bait. So we have little pitch wells. You know, cool thing about Sea Lion is they really allow you to make the boat design exactly how you want it. You're gonna see I have a ton of Tigers, rod holders, outriggers, all kinds of stuff. But before we get there, we're gonna dive in. So, huge fish box. I don't have a head in the boat, chose not to. I use that as storage. But the one thing that you're gonna notice about this boat is it's laid out for fishermen. There's none of that, you know, jazz and comfy stuff. I mean, this is a hardcore fishing boat, and that's what I wanted. You know, this boat here has a 10-foot beam, so it's not a real wide boat. But with it being a 10-foot beam, it really cuts that water nice. And man, I think I've got like 900 hours on it, and we've only had it for like 2 seasons. So put a lot of time in on it. I'm gonna get ahead, I'm gonna dive in, I'm gonna show you this console. Console layout's pretty sick. You know, for me, Navico is a partner of mine, and Navico, of course, is Simrad and Lowrance. I have all Lowrance graphs actually on this boat, and they work great in saltwater. Of course, you know, I got the 3 Suzuki Smart Gauges, I got Simrad VHS, I got a big 4-foot open array radar. But when I hop up here, a second station is key for us. You know, we do a lot of trolling, we do some marlin fishing, we do some cobia fishing in the summertime. So having a second station where you can kind of get up high and see the water, it really is a key. I'm not gonna say in the everyday fishing, but there's certain scenarios that we do and that we come across, and I'm like, man, I'm glad I got that. It has a full second station up there. You can drive. It's got another 9-inch Lowrance graph up there. You know, we've got these riggers right here. These are Tigris carbon fibers. I got the XD mounts on it. I've been running these carbon fibers now for 2 seasons. I've got the 21 footers actually on my Provincial, and I don't know what guys used to do before carbon fiber, because they're super lightweight, super easy to use, and I've got them rigged up pretty sick. I got 2 snaps on my long, I got 1 on my middle, but I also have a pulley for my dredge. I pull my dredges off, or not my dredges, my teasers off my middle, and then of course I got a short. I don't run a center rigger, just personal preference, because I have that little crow's nest up there. But I'm gonna jump down. I mean, but you can see, I mean, like, I don't even know what the actual count is, but I believe it's close to 40 Tigris rod holders. Now, if you guys know me, if you know anything about Jersey Boy Charters, we love our deep dropping. And I've got swivel rod holders. Tigris makes swivel rod holders. If you don't know anything about Tigris, look Tigris up. They make outriggers, they make rod holders, they make all kinds of cool stuff. That little 5-banger up there on the bow, that's a Tigris product. They have tons of stuff. But I've got 6 electric reel outlets. I got 2 up on the bow, I've got 2 midship, and I got 2 off each corner in the transoms. So, you know, we love the Penn. I'm gonna give a little shout out, a little plug, okay? I know there's LP fans out there. There's maybe a Dolphin fan out there, I don't know. But I personally, if I had to pick one reel and one reel only, it would be a Penn hooker detachable. And it's a great reel. It's what we've used the last 2 years in the White Marlin Open. And if you're looking for a place to get it, swing by TackleDirect, because they literally are the one-stop shop for everything. See, my man, TackleDirect, they even got buckets. So very cool. Custom bracket back there. You can see we got a bunch of Gulp on the table because we're big Gulp fans, Berkeley Gulp. But 300 Suzukis on the back of this. And like I said, guys, we've had like 900 hours on it, and no issues whatsoever. It's been absolutely spot on every single time we fire up that switch. But this is the boat, man. I've got a floor live well, I've got transom live wells, I've got all kinds of stuff. But if you guys have any questions, reach out to me, Jersey Boy Charters or Adrian Avena Pro Fishing, and I'd like to answer any questions you guys have. But that's a dive, that's a little look of what our boat's all about. And like I said, we have another boat in Cape May, New Jersey. If you're ever in the Jersey Shore and you're looking for a boat to come out on, make sure you give us a holler. And we run a lot of trips, so I'd like to get you guys out.